Hi everybody, Tansy here. It should be late night breakfast, but instead we're all in quarantine. So instead we asked us to do some cooking videos for you. So some of you know that I love to cook. And so what I'm going to make for you today is a little breakfast item that I learned to make when I was in grad school living in North Carolina at Wake Forest. And so what I'm going to make is sausage gravy. It's really simple and it's really delicious. So first thing I'm going to do is take some breakfast sausage. I'm going to put it in a hot pan. I'm going to brown this up. All right, so this is all browned off, and this is pretty lean sausage, so there wasn't a lot of fat left in it. But what we're going to do now is make a gravy, and so I've got to add something to thicken it. The first thing I'm going to do is add some flour, a couple tablespoons of flour. Now, if we just put the flour in there, it might get lumpy, so what we're going to do is toss that with the sausage. And this is about 2 tablespoons of flour. It's about half a pound of sausage. And I'm just going to toast that off for a minute so that flour doesn't taste raw. You got to keep it moving at this point because if we don't, what's going to happen is it'll burn, it'll scorch. So we're going to move this around for just a minute. Then we're going to add about 3 cups of milk. And we're going to start moving this around. It's going to be pretty thin to start with, but pretty quickly it should start to thicken up. You're going to want to try to scrape the bottom of the pan, all the burned bits from the sausage, the browned bits that are on the bottom of the pan, hopefully they're not burned, are delicious. And so you're going to want to get those in there too. And before this gets too thick, we're also going to want to season it. A lot of people put salt in it. I usually don't put salt in my biscuits and gravy because they're salty enough. But we are going to put in these 2 guys. So I have about a teaspoon each here of black pepper and cayenne. I like things a little spicy, a little bit on the spicy side. You can also add some hot sauce, some Texas Pete, things like that. And go as spicy as you'd like. But make sure you add something. And as you watch, this begins to thicken up. And it's just gonna, as you bring it up to a boil, you gotta keep it moving. But it's gonna begin to thicken and form this really luxurious gravy. There you go. So we're gonna take this off the heat. I've got some biscuits here. They came from a can, but they're also very good. And what we're going to do is just take one of these biscuits and we're just going to ladle some of that gravy over top of it. And that's a really good breakfast. Thanks, everybody. Good luck at the end of the semester, and we'll see you this fall.